What's going on, everyone? It's JDC here, back with a video, and today we're going to be talking about John Wall today, and his future moving on with the Houston Rockets, and if he really fits in with this team moving forward. Before that, really quick, I need you guys to drop a like down below, press the subscribe button. It will help the algorithm, help grow the channel to other people like Houston Rockets content, and help grow the channel in general. So I'm need you guys to drop a like down below, press the subscribe button, and let's get into the video. So John Wall this season for the Houston Rockets has been pretty up and down. And it shows because just today against the Nuggets this night, he dropped 10 points, 3 of 8 from the field and 2 or 3 from 3, which is not bad, but only took 8 shots in the whole game. So so to go over some positives from John Wall, he gives us scoring and defense, which is something that we really need on this team because other than John Wall, our only really scorers on this team are Kevin Porter Jr. and Christian Wood, but this night or this game against the Nuggets, actually, Kevin Porter Jr. didn't play that well, and Christian Wood only dropped 15 points and like 5 rebounds today too. So it's definitely important that John Wall gives us the scoring and defense, because when Porter and Christian Wood aren't playing good, John Wall can give us some scoring and some defense that can kind of get us back into the game. But it didn't happen this game. Only had 10 points, 3 for from the field, 2 or 3 from 3, 1 rebound and 2 assists. And Kevin Porter Jr. today only had 4 points, 1 of 9 from the field. Probably his worst game this season. All of 3 from 3, but he also had 3 runs and 5 assists. The 5 assists is pretty good, but other than that, shooting efficiency was straight ass. But other than that, John Wall gives us some leadership, which we really need on this young team. Other than John Wall, other veterans on this team are DJ Augustine, Avery Bradley. That's pretty much it for the older people. But John Wall's basically the leader on this team and kind of the floor general when he's on the floor, and kind of gives everyone a boost on this team and kind of keeps them together, locked into the game. So, but tonight didn't really look like it. Off game from John Wall, but other than that, he gives us the boost that we need to get back into the game. Specifically, the last the last 3 or 4 games where he dropped 19 yesterday against the Pacers, and for the most part, that was a close game in the fourth, but we let them go like we always do. We always have those fake comebacks in the fourth and always let them go too early. And I think that's the reason for that is pretty much John Wall, kind of helping the team get locked into the game and kind of get them to score more, play more as a team, move the ball around, more ball movement. So, and the final thing that John Wall pretty much gives us is playmaking. John Wall's a really good playmaker, averaging 6.4 assists in the whole season. But actually no, 6.9 assists in the season. That's my bad. But over his career, he's actually a 9.1 assist per game. Assist per game person. So John Wall is someone that can definitely pass the ball around and make plays for other people. And I like the fit between John Wall and Kevin Porter Jr. because John Wall can give the ball to Kevin Porter Jr. and Kevin Porter Jr. can do his thing and score to the rim and get his own shot. But not tonight, because both players were pretty bad tonight. Now, some downfalls for John Wall is that John Wall, he does too much on the floor, and what that means is that he tries to do everything by himself. It's pretty apparent in these last few games where John Wall takes too much of the load on him, and that sounded wrong. He takes too much of the weight on him, and he doesn't give it to anyone else. Like in his last few games, yesterday against the Pacers, shot 12 of 28 from the field and 0 of 7 from 3. Now, he can't be shooting 0 of 7 from 3 because we need the 3 points to drop, and he can't be shooting 28 shots and only making 12. He needs to be more efficient than that. So John Wall definitely needs to relax with the scoring and putting up the shots, because when he's not making them, it's just bringing down the team. The game before that against the Suns, he shot 5 of 20 from the field and 3 of 10 from 3, which is absolutely horrendous. So John Wall definitely needs to tone down some shot taking and kind of pass the ball more, give some Kevin Porter Jr. some runs with Christian Wood, pick and roll, or get Kevin Porter Jr. his own shot or make his own shot. So, and the next point for John Wall is he clogs up development for Kevin Porter Jr. Now, This is something that my that other people might not agree with, but John Wall clogs up development for Kim Porter Jr. become the main ball handler on this team, man. From Coach Steven Stiles, he said that they wanted to reform Kevin Porter Jr. into that true point guard, and for me personally, I feel like Kevin Porter Jr. is he thrives in the point guard position because he can dish out dimes. We already know he's a good dish dimer. He can make his own shot and get to the rim pretty easily. So with John Wall there, it definitely clogs up Kevin Porter Jr.'s development because most of the time the ball's going to John Wall and he's mostly handling the ball. So that's definitely a downside for John Wall to this team is that he kind of weighs down Kevin Porter Jr.'s development, and we really need Kevin Porter Jr. to develop into that score first, playmaking, shot creator player that we need in the future. So especially with Christian Wood on this team, we can do the pick and roll with Christian Wood, and Kevin Porter Jr. goes around the screen and gets to the rim or takes that mid-range shot that he can always take because that's his game. So other than that, like John Wall, I'm not saying that John Wall's a bad player. It's just that on the Rockets, it just doesn't make sense for us to have him in the future. But we're probably going to bring him back in the offseason. Or, we'll not bring him back in the offseason, but we're probably not going to look to trade him anytime soon. So, that's definitely something to watch out for. But if say that we get a top 4 pick and we get, either Cade or Mobley, well, not Mobley. It doesn't really matter with the Mobley. But if we get Cade in the draft, then we might look to trade John Wall for someone or a couple picks. But other than that, I don't really see John Wall moving if we get Mobley or we don't even get that top 4 pick. So overall, John Wall has had a pretty good career. Over his career, he's been averaging 19.1 points and from 43% from the field and 32% from three, which is pretty average. So John Wall is definitely like one of my favorite players of all time. If I'm being honest with you, one of my favorite. Really enjoyable to watch him in Washington, but in Houston, he's been averaging pretty much the same amount of points he did in the 2018 season before he went down with that injury. And yeah, so I'd personally want John Wall to be moved in the offseason. No, there's no reason for him to come back here, but that's all on Raphael Stone and Steven Silas. So interesting to see where John Wall will go in the future, and hope he thrives and gets a ring pretty soon. So that's the end of the video. Hope you guys liked the video. Drop a like down below, press the subscribe button, help the algorithm, help grow the channel to other people like you to record content, and help grow the channel in general. So you guys to drop a like down below, press the subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.